Meghan Markle wants to take over fashion now, and let's break this down because it's a wild ride. The woman has made a name for herself with beige tints, oversized trousers, and a commitment to wrinkled fabrics that could rival a crumpled napkin. Now, she's claiming that fashion is an interesting space for her. Can you imagine? Somewhere in New York, Anna Wintour is likely rolling her eyes so hard she might just lose her signature shades. In a recent interview with Fast Company, Meghan casually dropped the latest breadcrumb in her ongoing quest to build an empire. Lifestyle brand? Check. A podcast that seems destined for a digital graveyard? Check. Netflix shows you've probably forgotten existed? Check. Now, she's got her sights set on fashion. It's almost as if she's reading from a checklist of things I can do to stay relevant. But let's be real, if there's one thing the fashion world doesn't need, it's more unstructured beige sacks and sweat-stained shirts, courtesy of Meghan Markle. Now, let's talk trademarks because this girl has hit a classic snag. She tried to secure the name as for her lifestyle brand, but there's already a clothing line in New York called as ever. Whoops! That's just a minor hiccup, like forgetting to Google your brand name before filing for it. Totally fine if you're making jam in your kitchen. Less fine if you're trying to build a multi-million-dollar brand. But don't worry about Meghan. She's not deterred. When the universe says no, she hears, "You're so brave for trying." Fashion is on the menu for later, she says, as if the universe is just waiting for her to grace it with her presence. Let's take a moment to dissect her so-called fashion sense. What exactly is Meghan's style? It's the fashion equivalent of a toddler throwing a tantrum in a fabric store. Oversized coats that could double as tents? Check. Pants so long they could sweep the floor? Absolutely. And let's not forget that delightful just rolled out of a laundry hamper look she's perfected. It's as if she's auditioning for a role in a performance art piece about existential dread. But wait, there's more. Meghan has launched a website that is essentially an affiliate shopping page. Click the link, buy the stuff she recommends, and guess what? She gets a cut. That's what fashion visionaries do, right? Who needs to design when you can just repost other people's work and label it curation? Commission of up to 30%? That's not a brand, folks. That's side hustle energy at its finest. And now, let's circle back to the high priestess of fashion, Anna Wintour. Ah, yes. If the rumors are true, Meghan once had the audacity to try to secure a cover on Vogue. But in classic Meghan style, she wanted everything: creative control, final say, and probably a crown made of orchids to wear while doing it. News flash, Meghan, that's not how this works. If you have to ask Anna to be on the cover, you're not getting the cover. Can you imagine that Zoom call? Meghan pitching her grand vision while Anna sits there, stone-faced behind those giant sunglasses, probably wondering how quickly she can end the call without violating HR policies. That might have been the one moment in history where Anna actually laughed, out loud, even. Let's get real. Meghan doesn't seem to grasp the basics of the fashion industry. You don't just wade in and expect to become a mogul by dabbling here and there. This isn't Etsy, this is the big leagues. Right now, she's throwing spaghetti, or maybe strawberry jam, at the wall and hoping something, anything, will stick. Spoiler alert, it won't, especially not with a name she can't legally use. But hey, let's lean into this whole idea. What could her fashion line actually be called? Royally Wrinkled? House of Beige? Accessories could include shoes that are full size too big and capes that conveniently come with optional sweat patches. And instead of a glamorous runway show, why not have models strut through a laundry room? At this point, the fashion world isn't laughing with Meghan, it's laughing at her. And honestly, that's probably the only genuinely entertaining thing her so-called brand has delivered so far. So, Meghan, please, go ahead and launch that fashion line. The world is watching, if only to see how far you can take this absurd journey. Will it flop spectacularly? Will she pivot to a new niche? Or will the fashion gods have mercy and bless her with a moment of clarity? The suspense is killing us. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. There's something inherently fascinating about watching someone who has been in the spotlight for so long try to redefine their identity. Meghan is a woman who has been scrutinized, critiqued, and followed by the media like a hawk. Now she's venturing into fashion, a realm that's notoriously cutthroat and unforgiving.